John chapter 18 tells this amazing anecdote that happened the night before Jesus was crucified. Jesus and his disciples were in the Garden of Gethsemane when all of a sudden about 600 guards and officers show up with the purpose of arresting Jesus. In this context, we see in John 18 verse 4, then Jesus, knowing all that would happen to him, came forward and asked of them, "Whom do you seek?" I love this because it seems like Jesus can't help himself. He has to protect his own. And we see him standing between the threat and his friends. Who do you seek? Now they responded, "We're looking for Jesus of Nazareth." And then Jesus responds in this amazing, mind-blowing moment. He responds with the words, "I am he." And the story says that the moment he said those words, there was so much power in his voice, in that declaration, that it caused everyone to fall on their backs. This is the same night, the same incident, when all of a sudden, verses later, in verse 10, we see that Peter, Simon Peter, had a little dagger, right? He had a sword, drew it out, and struck the high priest's servant and cut off his right ear. Now, we know he wasn't aiming for the ear. There was no way he had that good of a aim. The truth is that Peter wanted to eliminate the threat based on his own strength. So what he did, he pulled out a little dagger and somehow in his mind computed and figured that he could take on this threat on his own. Peter, there's about 600 men and all you have is a dagger. Why not just rely on the power of the one who said the words, "I am he," and caused everyone to fall rather than relying on your own? And church, how often do we not do the same? We see the threats of life. We see the problems that we have to face. We see the issues, the trials that we have to go through. And rather than trusting in the power of God, we trust in our sword, in our own ability, in our dagger. Friends, we're starting a brand new week and you have two choices. You can face the problems of this week by your own strength, or you can trust in the one who can say, "I am he," and the threat is removed. I want to just encourage you today. Put your dagger down. Let God be God and watch what he does on your behalf.